All right, so today we're going to warm up on some first order equations. Remember, first order equations means it's an equation because it has an equal sign. Recall that 2x plus 3 is not an equation. That's an expression, no equal sign. It's an equal sign, so we have a first order equation, has an equal sign, and it's first order because the exponent on the variable is 1. Now, we really don't have to care about that because it's always the same instructions, and you guys are probably thinking, come on, Mr. Harrison, let's get going. We want to solve these. What value of x makes the equation true? All right, we want to always get x by itself, and we have to work backwards. We see this on top, and we have to think that is one term right now, so we have to get rid of dividing by 4. Opposite operation dividing is multiplying. What I do to one side, I must do to the other. 4's cancel. I'm left with 4x plus 3. 2 times 4 is 8. Now, we have 4 times x plus 3. I have to get rid of the plus 3. Opposite operation of adding is subtracting. I get 4x equals 5. And now I'm to a one-step equation. One term on both sides. All right? And when I have one term on both sides, it's always going to be multiplying by a fraction, or you can divide. I see 4 times x. I will divide by 4. The answer to problem 1 is 5/4. I want to check it. I write up the original problem. And instead of x, I can put in 5/4. 4 times 5/4. 5 plus 3, 8 over 4. Is 8 over 4 2? Sure. I just did a double check. I know I'm correct. And that is the answer to problem 1. I won't check the rest, but I want you to notice that 2 looks a lot like 1, but the problem here is, in problem 1, this first order equation only had one term on the left side. This problem has 2 terms. It is different. I could multiply by 4 first, but it's better or faster for us to notice we have this plus 3. So let's get rid of that. Now I'm left with x over 4 equals 2 minus 3. You go to the right 2. You go back 3. That puts us at -1. Now I have 2 terms. I have x over 4 equals -1. This is 1/4. Now I said I can multiply or divide. In this case, it's sure, instead of dividing by a 4, it is a whole lot easier to multiply by 4. X is divided by 4. Multiply by 4, we get x equals -4. I can mentally put that in up here. -4 divided by 4 is -1 plus 3. -1 plus 3 is 2. That's a great double check again. All right, so we're going to truck through the last 2. You can use your pause button. Follow along. Try the problems ahead of me. Again, first step, get rid of the -8. 3x equals 19. Again, one-step equation, one term on both sides. Multiply or divide. This time it's easier to divide. X is 19/3. Last problem. I hate fractions. When I have an equal sign, I do not have to put up with it. So I am going to get rid of the fractions by seeing that the 2 is on the bottom. I'm going to multiply every term by 2. And I'm going to get this. 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times half. Half of 2 is 1. 3 times 2 is 6. And now this looks like problem 3. Get rid of the positive 1. 4x equals 5. Looky, looky. Just like problem number 1, the answer is 5/4. And that was a very quick review of first order equations. And again, equations because it has the equal sign.